This side's a little deep. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I've been out here working on these axles and I have a few updates for that, but we'll put that at the end of the video because my friend just called and he got his Jeep stuck at Austin's. So I'm thinking we're gonna take the WJ, see if we can possibly help get him out, leave the Wrangler here because I gotta do a little bit of work to it. And Austin's also going, so even if we can't get him out with the WJ, he'll be able to get him out. So I'm gonna go grab the keys for the WJ and we'll head that way. We sank the JK. Literally the axle is stuck up on the mud up here. So we're gonna have to pull them backwards. As you can see, the steering's not gonna go forward. This side's a little deep. Steering is stuck in the mud, so we're gonna have to go backwards. So we're gonna have Austin winch him back. Try to just pull it out with Austin's Jeep. Since he's got that big V8, he might be able to get it out, right, Austin? Get the tension up there because this is a lot. You want me to? Hey, is my Jeep in the way? Huh? Is my Jeep in the way? Okay.
Hey,
well, good luck.
You a nut? You're trying to go out that way? Yeah, I'm just gonna go out straight. Alright. Well, hey, when I pull on, you can unhook it.
See if this works. I got one. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. You got like a little bit of slack now. See if he goes through now, see if he can mix it. It's not that deep. That one's just like 2 feet deep up there. Well, he made it, guys. Might be stuck again, guys. Straighten your wheel. Go straight. That is a lot more slippery than I was anticipating. So we got him out, no issues, back at my house now. And we're gonna figure out pretty much exactly what I need to order for the rest of this axle build, figure out what parts we're gonna reuse and go over all of that stuff. Also a big steering update for the steering kit. If you guys saw my post yesterday, you'll know that we went ahead and finished testing and final products on the way. We'll go over all of that after we go over the axle stuff. I want to give you guys an update on the 1-ton swap and where we're at with that. So with that being said, let's just go over all the parts I need for the WJ. All right, so the update on the axles is basically figuring out what I'm going to reuse from the axles that came factory and then also figuring out what parts I have to order. So basically we're ditching ring, pinion, all the bearings, carriers. We're getting air lockers front and rear in this Jeep, all new gears because these are not the gear ratio I want to run with big tires. We'll be running 40 to 43 inch tires on this Jeep, so we're gonna have to change gear ratios. That being said, since we have to replace the gears and everything anyway, we might as well go ahead and replace carriers with lockers. So I'm going to order up some air lockers. And while we're rebuilding the axle, I'm doing all new seals, bearings, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure everything's fresh inside. So I'm going to go ahead and order up a set of ring and pinions, figure out exactly what locker I want to run, and then we'll go ahead and order those as well. Now, axle shafts. I think in the front, I'm going to do new shafts because I just want to put new ones in the front. For the rear, honestly, I'm going to reuse the factory shafts because there's nothing wrong with them. And they're pretty beefy. They're basically the same size as the ones I have in the rear of the Wrangler. And I've had no issues with those. Also, once I break these, someone suggested and said that their friend cut these end caps off of theirs. So if you break a shaft off-roading, you can go ahead and just bolt it back onto the end. And it's basically a cap that keeps dirt and mud all out. So I might go ahead and just pick up another junkyard set and save these end caps and put them in the back of the Jeep. I think that'd be really, really good. Also going to order new diff covers just because they're fairly cheap, easy, all new brakes, probably new knuckles, I think, basically all that kind of stuff. Only thing I plan on reusing really is the axle shafts and maybe a couple of little tiny parts and stuff like that. But I definitely want all new brakes, high steer knuckles, all that kind of stuff, different diff covers, lockers, ring and pinion, seals, bearings, all of that. So now that we figured that out and got everything figured out for what we need to order and what we're going to be reusing, I can go ahead and order the rest of the parts for the axles. Now these parts are taking a little while to get here, but once they get here, it'll be fairly quick. I still have to clean up these axles a little bit more. I have to cut all this stuff off and clean up the housing. That way we just left with the housing so that I can weld the truss on correctly. And I still have to finish cleaning up the front. The front is really annoying because these giant mounts here have to come off the axle. Then you have to bring in the center section about 2 inches, which is going to be awful to be completely honest, but it's got to be done to get the truss to fit correctly. I've also finished testing the steering for the Jeep WJ. So with that being said, we have the final product on the way to my house, and then we'll go ahead and get it installed on my Jeep. I think you guys are going to be super, super pleased with this final product. It's so sick. And it's honestly the strongest steering kit that's going to be available for the Jeep WJ. I'm super pumped with how it came out. It turned out perfect, and I'm super excited to run it on my Jeep. So we're going to go ahead, once it shows up, we'll install it on my Jeep, get a full video, show you guys all the things about it. After all that's done, it'll be available on our website for you guys to pick up and put on your Jeeps. We're going to have a 2.5 ton set and then also a 1 ton set for WJs, JK with axles, and 1 ton axles. That way, no matter what you guys do to your Jeep, you'll be able to run the steering kit. And before we end the video, I did kind of want to go over a few things and get you guys' opinion on stuff. Do you guys like these like every other day uploads? So basically every 2 days you get a video and they're a little bit longer videos, or did you like everyday videos better? Every other day videos gives me much more time to make the videos, so they're better quality videos, and they also can be a little bit longer and just all around better content and all that stuff. So I'm really liking the every other day videos. So let me know down below which one you guys like better, every day or every 2 days. But that basically wraps up the video. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.